I only have two videos created like 2 years ago, and it was the calling that I need to pursue and continue on creating this kind of content. It's the passion or somehow the urge that the Lord is calling me that I need to do this. And I keep on pushing backwards because I don't know how to start this kind of vlogs. And it's more personal, I believe, but it should be spread out to everyone, especially nowadays we're experiencing problems with all the depression, anxieties, and we need the Lord kind of situation. We need each other to comfort spiritually, mentally, and of course physically. To begin with, just wanted to the content of this video is actually it's really about my life when I was a kid, and I would call this title as the magical prayer because the topic is all about praying. So it was, yeah, I still remember that time when I was 5 years old, and my mom taught me how to pray, and she even explained to me what prayer is and how we pray the right way. Well, I was just 5 years old, and I thank my mom that she was able to explain to me in a simple way what prayer is. So at the time, when my mom was explaining to me and giving me the definition for a 5-year-old kid about prayer and about praying, she just told me that whenever I'm alone and whenever I'm afraid, and because most of the time my mom goes to work and I am left alone with my grandmother and my aunts, but of course they also do some work, so I'm mostly alone physically. So I always tell my mom, I'm afraid whenever I'm alone. And then she told me that I have some powerful tool for you not to be afraid with life in general, she said. And just for a daily routine, she told me that this tool is very powerful. Even when I grow up, I can use this tool for me to relax, for me to survive. So my mom told me that uh, whenever I feel scared, I just have to start whispering, or perhaps like she just used the term like a genie. Whenever I need something or I have a wish or a request, I will just ask for that something. So at that time I said, how about when I'm afraid? How will I pray? So you just have to whisper to the Lord. The Lord is your genie, or God is your genie, and tell him you're afraid. And you just have to say, Lord, I'm currently afraid right now. Can you be with me? Lord, I'm alone and I feel like there's a ghost in here or something. You just tell him to be with you. And the magical thing is, whenever you start praying, it eases you. I don't know, but I felt secured. I just feel like it was good that there's really someone there for me to guide me or to be with me whenever I'm alone. So that's what I remember at that time when my mom told me that story and how magical praying is. And I really do remember that because up until now I'm 32, prayer is very useful, very powerful, and it's just so magical for me because whenever I feel lonely, I feel sad, I feel just mess up. But whenever I release what I'm feeling and talk to God, Lord, I'm not okay. I need your presence. May you be able to guide me with what I'm experiencing. And I just get so emotional every time I pray, all the time. And yes, I just wanted to share that it will really help you. It will help your mental spiritual being when you pray. And you just have to make it simple because praying is a communication with the Lord. It's just like a simple one-on-one communication with your colleague, with your mom, with your parents, with your friends, when you communicate with them. The only thing is, this is more like a divine, like the next level of communication that you use as your heart, your soul, your spiritual being. That's what I can differentiate between a normal communication versus praying. Because when you start praying with the Lord, you get intimate. You get the feeling of even you don't receive any feedback or you don't have a reply with what you're asking or saying, but I don't know, the reply is more on in your heart that it just melts you, makes you cry somehow. But that's how magical praying is. And I just wanted to share with you that this tool, this magical tool, beyond genie in battle or beyond anything that you could ask for this time or this generation, praying is still the main tool for everyone to survive your spiritual anxieties. Whenever you're disappointed, whenever you feel like you're missing you're missing your life or something, you just have to ask the Lord, Lord, please do align me to the path that you want me to be. You just have to communicate with Him at all times, and it will help you build a connection with Him. As time goes, it progresses. You're upgrading, you're leveling up the intimate, the relationship between your feelings and the Lord. And it will really help you throughout. And hopefully you could share also to your friends, your family, who doesn't know what praying is. And nowadays we complicate a lot of things. Even you will try to search define praying, define prayers, it just complicates your understanding. But to simplify it, praying is just a magical tool for you to be reminded that there is someone above there. There is beyond everything, your creator, your God, your Lord, your the one who will save you from anything that's happening. There's someone there beyond your family, beyond your friends, beyond everyone. He's really there for you. You just have to use that tool to communicate with Him, to pray with Him, the language that you know. It's it's more personal whenever you use your own words, your own feelings without even reading other rituals like Our Father in Heaven, Holy be thy name, or anything. Praying is more intimate. It's more effective that way. That comes from your heart. That comes from your soul. What you really wanted. And praying is not only for asking. It's like a communication, a normal routine. It's not just a one time event. You will pray today because you're celebrating something. You pray today because you're afraid. You could pray any time of the day, any hour, any minute, as long as you feel like, Lord, I wanted to update you about this, and hopefully you will guide me with what I'm doing. Simple as that. And whenever you were able to cook a delicious meal, I always thank the Lord to help for helping me create a recipe that is palatable, or I could eat happily, that I didn't expect it would taste that way. But simple as that. You don't have to complicate prayer. It's a communication with the Lord, and it will really help you a lot. And hopefully, this message and this experience of a 5-year-old kid who is now a 32 years old woman was able to help you about the magical tool. And God bless.